What's going on, everybody? Happy almost Turkey Day. Tomorrow, last full day of trading. And sorry about the title. It's, I don't post those titles like that. I never have, but my last video where I put the title that I'm up over 100% year to date was the most watched video, so clearly the title matters. And so sorry for the lame title. We'll see what I do moving forward, if I'll keep doing that or not. So anyways, let's go over it. Got out of this 2x leverage to Bitcoin position today. Yeah, depending on how the day was shaping up, I was going to get out. And it was just super weak. So, locked in gains, so it's $33 was the average cost basis, and sold it for $53.12. So that's a 60% gain. That was locked in. So really good trade. It didn't hit my price target and sold off pretty hard. Now that's not to say it can't just rebound here and keep rocking higher, and if it does, that's sweet. This is just my taxable account. Regardless if it does continue, or there's plenty more opportunities to get back in, and it still looks great. Looks fantastic. That 2x leverage Bitcoin fund is not a long-term strategy for me. So I played it how I wanted. My price target wasn't hit. And it's weak today, and so I locked in those gains, and you never know what tomorrow can bring, or whatever, So another reason is that I decided to get out on it is markets are really funky, really funky. This has been, I think, 2 weeks in a row now where, it seems like an entire month where it has been a very trying, month, right? You had, prior to the election, you had all the mega caps that were reporting earnings, missing earnings. And then the election, right? So you had to be really locked in to stay mentally sharp enough to go after it again coming into the election. And then you had to be locked in enough to lock in those profits after the election. And then last week, you had to be mentally sharp enough to just chill and not force anything. And then, this week has been trying just to kind of let things play out, and the intraday price action isn't really making much sense in tech. I hate to say that. It is making sense. It's just surprisingly weak to me. But today was a good day. The end of the day was really nice, so we'll go over that. We'll talk about that. So that's what I did today. We'll go over all my current positions. I'm still in NVIDIA. Oh, I was so close to getting out of this today. You guys, this is super weak. Sure, yeah, it's on the 50-day moving average, but it's just so weak. So weak. AMD looking very bad. Taiwan Semiconductor below the 50-day moving average. Right around a kind of a support level, right? So again, anything can happen. It's just it's just the market is showing that these are no longer in favor. That's basically the easiest way to explain all that. So NVIDIA looks the best. like, because it is, but just weak. So anyways, I'm still in those, super close to cutting them. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I might have to. So 126.97 is the average cost. This is 137 or whatever, 136, about 137. So a little bit of a cushion. But this last week, I would say, is disappointing and acting as I would not expect. Also on the weekly chart, this looks bad. Sure, this can turn up, but again, it's just the market is showing these are no longer in favor. That's basically what it is. Back up the truck, buying opportunities may be ahead. Oh, so record bets on Bitcoin drop. Interesting. We're gonna have to read that later. Okay. Before I forget, so let's talk about the FOMC minutes. And it's so funny, and doing so much research on the Federal Reserve and just all sorts of different, everything they've said, and, for decades. It's clear they have no clue what goes on, and their tools don't really address much. It's hilarious that Congress mandates the Fed to employment numbers as well. It's what the heck are they gonna do? That just shows how incompetent the government is, as well as the Federal Reserve. It's just so funny. But anyways, so basically what they said here, I'll just read what they said, and it's hysterical. So many participants observed that uncertainties concerning the level of the neutral rate of interest complicated the assessment of the degree of restrictiveness of monetary policy, and, in their view, made it appropriate to reduce policy restraint gradually. So basically what that's saying is we have no clue what's going on with rates. Why is the market not doing what we're doing, right? And they're not the only, this isn't the only Fed to have ever said this. I mean, plenty of other Fed members in the past decades have said this too. We raise and lower interest rates, but the market does the opposite. We have no clue, right? They still don't know. So they're essentially saying, we don't know how real rates are priced or why nobody cares what we do. So what we're going to do is just reduce policy gradually and step out of the way. So that is fantastic. You love to hear that. I think that we should just completely abolish the Federal Reserve and end the Fed. And anyone that argues for the Fed has not done enough research as to the destruction that they have caused. And then you people will bring up the argument of, oh, well, then what would you replace it with, right? And somebody super smart said, when you remove cancer, you don't say, what should we replace the cancer with? You go, no, thank goodness the cancer is gone. So anyways, there's that. Just step out of the frickin' way. So I hope they do, and that's super bullish, and cool, so just whatever. Okay, so Goldman Sachs, still in Goldman Sachs. Financial services just continue to show strength, right? I mean, this is killer. Yeah, so I've been in this for a long time. Like I said, financial services is going to continue to rock. I'll be in this for, a long time, so long as the market continues to agree with me that financial services are going to be rocking. So 459 is my average cost basis. This is back here, somewhere in this whole area. Dow Jones, well, shoot, I kind of did this backwards. Okay, let's go over NASDAQ so we can get this out of the way. So these Debit spreads, they're December 20th, 515 on the long call, 525 on the short call. I got those, that average 364. Those are essentially flat right now, whatever. What's going on with futures after market? Yeah, see, this level. Strong close. That was the Fed minutes. And then I think this is the market realizing the Fed is kind of being like, all right, we'll just kind of get out of the way and whatever. And then, the leveraged NASDAQ fund debit spreads, those are down a little bit and whatever. We'll probably go over those more tomorrow. Actually, I won't be doing this tomorrow, so never mind. Or Friday. We'll be going over it more on Monday. So now let's go over the other positions here. So Dow Jones debit spreads. December 20th, 440 on the long call, 450 on the short call. Those are 406. Those are currently $7.30. Then December 27th, 433 on the long call, 443 on the short call. Those are 478. Those are currently 847. So these are working out fantastically. I will be getting out of these shortly. IWM. Let's look at how United Health looks. Yeah, looks fantastic. XLF. Yeah, this is the strength. Okay. IWM. Gap was filled. That's nice. December 20th expiration, 229 on the long call, 239 on the short call, $4.12. Those are currently $7.29. So Russell continues to act nicely. All right. Let's go over some names here. So we'll just go over Meta. It's trying to come back, right? But again, just limping along. Amazon rocking 3% today. Woo, baby. We talked about this yesterday, saying that looked really, really good. That looked the best. Amazon, Nvidia looks weak. Microsoft had a fantastic day today. This is so good to see. Pretty decent volume. And this is fantastic. If this is a consolidation and then continues higher, oh yeah, it's going to be rocking. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, if this was kind of just like a fake out and a consolidation for, 3-4 months now, this will provide all sorts of fuel for it to go much, much higher. So, wow, on the monthly chart, it looks really good. Man, I hope this can turn around and move back up again. That'd be fantastic. Let's see what happened with Google today. Yeah, just limping along. Not looking so hot. Shake Shack still looking hot. Oh, baby. Man, that looks fantastic. Man, see, some of these... It's always a battle, right? Because I picked all these out as to looking good and worth going after, but I don't really go after single stocks too much, So when it works and I don't go after them, I think, man, I should be going after single stocks. And then when I go after single stocks and they don't work, it's like, that's exactly why I don't go after single stocks. Oh, trading's a funny mental battle like that, But like I always say, I mean, there's no reason to go after single stocks if you have the right strategy with options and you can just go long an ETF, and it's just, yeah. So no need. But there is a time and a place for it, right? You know, I mean, so yeah, who knows what next week is going to bring. It could be pretty chill. I'm going to be getting out of a lot of things here soon. So let's go over some retail names. So let's see how Target's doing after just, gosh, just so weak. Target, Walmart, great day. Walmart is in a clear uptrend. This is the leader in the retail space. You want to be long retail, like brick and mortar. Walmart is the clear leader. Obviously. Good reaction today on the news. And let's look at some other ones. So Macy's. Weak. But I could see how people would be going after it. When's their earnings? Huh. 11:26 at 7 a.m. Well, it's 11:26 and it's past 7 a.m. What happened? Don't know. Okay. Macy's. Nordstrom's, they have like a weird ticker symbol, don't they? It's like J or something. What is it? Nordstrom's. Yeah, JWN. That's it. JWN. Nice base. Wow, this could really work. So in retail, you have Nordstrom's and you have Walmart that look good. And then we'll have Kohl's here that reported earnings. We can't even go down here. You know, minus 17% on earnings. This is why rules are so important. This has been below the 200-day moving average for a long time. This has been downtrending for a long time. The last earnings, 2 earnings ago, gapped down. Previous earnings sucked. Now, who knows? Maybe this could be the end of it, right? But picking a bottom is a fool's game. Why is it? Because investing and trading is just about probabilities. That's it. That's all. So, you know, you want to go after a downtrending stock? Like, why? There's a bajillion stocks that are in an uptrend. I mean, I know why people like to try and pick bottoms. You know, just, you know. So, let's see. And that's it. Gosh, yeah, I don't exactly know what else to talk about. Let's see how gold's doing. It got slammed that day, and now it's below the 50-day moving average. I don't know. Let's see how bonds are doing today. Doing all right. Let's see how wheat, corn's doing. Yeah, just wheat, corn. Just no sort of signal whatsoever. Let's see how oil's acting. Yeah, we're going to wait on a trend for this. I remain long-term bearish, although the energy sector itself, I am pretty bullish on. And may actually go after this around here, around 94. So we'll write down XLE to watch. XLE. Watch. 94. Wow. So let's go over some Bitcoin miners, and then after that, then I'll be done here. So, sheesh. Yeah, so this no longer looks good. Spark, Riot, just, ugh. They do have this gap to fill, so that'll be interesting. That could certainly be worth going after if they fill this gap. But, yeah, these just don't look good at all. Let's see how HUT looks. HUT is clearly the market's favorite for some reason. Yeah, clearly. And again, I mean, this would be the one to go after. This base is super long. 2 years. Wow. And it looks like a really orderly base, but I'm sure like what's from here 20 to 10 or below. So huge drops, but oh, it's so funny. So yeah, so out of any of the Bitcoin miners, HUT would be the one I would go after. Let's see how Coinbase looks and Robinhood. Coinbase is such a strange stock. I was so excited for this one. When was this? 2021. Yep, I was in Coinbase pretty heavily, all in here. IPO, after the IPO. Nice IPO base. And then just got slammed. Again, that's why rules are super important, But wow, yeah, if you basically held since the IPO, 3 years, you've lost money due to inflation. Let's see how Robinhood looks. Robinhood looks good. That's cool. I like Robinhood, I guess. I've never used it. I don't care, but it seems like they're doing some of that gamification stuff, which I think there is a time and a place for it, like little bets here and there on whatever. It's kind of cool. Like, yeah, I got $5 on this governor's race, or whatever. So, yeah, I kind of like what they're doing with that. But, I mean, again, this is a huge base. And if you guys have been watching the videos, I've been talking about it in here. And I've been trying it and trying. Never really got it. This is huge, right? And with options, you have that time decay, and then it's rocking up. Just got sold off. I was all in here. Yeah, this has been a kind of a tough one to get, except for when it did work. It was obvious and beautiful. But, didn't grab it. But yeah, like I was saying, this is a huge base. So we've got some serious rocket fuel here. And yeah, I mean, what is this? 24 to 40 in a month or so? Right? It's huge. And if this can get over the 40 level, or yeah, it's got all sorts of room to run. So this is fine. Yeah, nail. So home builders. What is home builders? It's XHB? Home builders, yeah. So nice powerful move over the 50-day moving average. This is some sort of cup base. That's good to see. We like to see that. Home builders are doing good. That's a good sign for the economy. Our number one name, Tesla. Wow. All right, Tesla's back in favor. That's good. It's always nice to root for Elon Musk. Hoover, TLT. Make sure. Caterpillar. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, see, these are looking so fantastic. Wow. Just chuggers. So killer. This is why trend following is so important. You don't need to outsmart the market. You know, you just see, oh my gosh, this stock's been in a massive uptrend. That's all you need to know. Caterpillar. Let's look how Palantir's been doing. Yeah, fantastic. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Cool. Awesome. All right, that's it. Eli Lilly. So, cool. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Again, like I said, it's strong close. I don't know what's going on after hours. It's kind of whatever. Going on, Dow. Yeah, chugging. Chug, chug. Russell. Yeah, this is fantastic. Yeah. So, all right, that's it. Later, guys.